Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I'm so excited. I finally got some makeup from Sephora. Not a lot, you guys, don't get too excited. But yeah, I got some new makeup. I got a new palette. So if you guys want to see all those new products and how I came up with this look, please continue watching. And if you are new today, the warmest welcome to you. And please hit that subscribe and notification bell and join our awesome family here. All right, you guys, let's go play with some makeup. So I'm super excited, you guys. It seems like I'm always excited, but I truly am. You know, I love filming and I love testing out new products. And I do have a new product today that I've been dying to, purchase and just, kept blowing off because it comes from a store that I'm usually not shopping at. But I had, some coupons and it was on sale, or they had a 20% off sale going on. And I finally just bit the bullet and I said, I'm going to order it and I'm going to try it because it's a big hit over on TikTok and especially for mature skin. So I'm super excited to try that. I have a new palette that my son and daughter-in-law purchased for me because, you know what, they're just awesome. I love them. They are always buying me stuff for this channel, and I truly appreciate it. Yeah, so a few new items. So let's just get started right away. I've already primed my eyelids, and I've already done my eyebrows. So we are just going to hop right into this. And the palette that they picked me up was the 35X by Morphe, and it's called Big Primpin'. And so it looks like this. It's a very large palette. There's no mirror, but these are all the shades in here. So it's a pretty neutral palette. I think, there's some beautiful pinks in here, some great shimmers. So I am just going to use this palette today. I used it one other time and I really enjoyed it. So I have no idea what look I'm going for here, you guys. So this should be interesting, but that's how I always roll. Okay, so let's decide. I think I want to stay. I know I've been doing a lot of pinks, but I've just been enjoying it, you guys. It's just so soft and beautiful and goes so well with so many skin tones. So I think I'm going to start with this shade up here. And that shade is called Already. And let's see what this does. Ooh, that's pretty. And the formula seems really nice. I'm just going to do a basic look, you guys, because the star of the show will actually be the complexion product. You know how I love testing out complexion products, you guys. It is like my obsession. If you're new, yeah, I'm always looking for that extreme holy grail. I have a few that are, I mean, so close to what my high maintenance self is on foundations. And that would be the L'Oreal serum. I mean, that's pretty darn close. It is so beautiful. But yeah, this one is supposed to be a medium to buildable coverage. So yeah, I'm super looking forward to testing that out. But as of right now, this is blending out so easy and it's such a beautiful, beautiful shade. I really love that. So you guys, we are getting closer and closer to Christmas and I am so far from being done. How are you guys doing? I am going to wrap some gifts today, but I am sure all of you are way more ahead than where I am at. I don't know what my problem is, you guys. I have a lot of little ones to buy for, and I haven't had little ones, in a long time. Things change so much so quickly. And even when I ask their parents of what to purchase, it seems like they don't even know. So yeah, this year is going to be a little harder to purchase for the little ones. Okay, so this went on really nice and easy. It's a very nice formula. So super happy so far. So we have a lot of new great nephew and nieces now. So I got to pull myself together here, you guys, and get into ordering some things for these kids. Okay, so the next shade I want to try here is this shade right here. It's very close, but it has a little bit of like sparkle in it, and it's called Grab Attention. So I think I'm just going to place that on a smaller brush, tap that off, and I'm just going to go into the crease. That way, it's not a huge deal if it is, a very similar shade, which it is. But I just wanted to see what kind of sparkle that brings. Let me switch mirrors here so I can see. So yeah, it just adds a little bit of, there's like a little bit of glitter in it. It doesn't look like it wants to fly everywhere. So yeah, it looks really nice in the crease, but it is very similar to that other shade. Okay, I love the names of these, you guys. So I'm going to tap into Mirror Check here, and that is just a little deeper shade. And I'm going to place that on my outer corner. And I will say a lot of these shades are very, very close in color to each other. So I'm just kind of like switching off brushes and trying to blend everything together. But as you can see, yeah, it all is kind of the same family. So I need to get out of that family and go into something deeper. But those all would be very beautiful transition shades. I'm sure that's what the creator had in mind when creating this palette. Okay, I'm going to jump into a Matte Max right here. So let's take it even deeper. And yeah, this looks pretty deep. So let's try that. Yeah, that's going to deepen this up a lot. So the kids took us out to dinner on, I believe it was, what day was it, you guys? I'm so lost on my days. It was Saturday. So we had such a great time. So we went out to dinner and then we went to a bar, you guys. And, you know, I don't go to bars often. But the nice thing, it was an older crowd. They had, I would say more like, I don't know, a bluesy jazz type band. Anyway, we were sitting at this table and I was filming, of course, you know, some stuff for Instagram. And I have a picture where these people are just like looking at us like we are crazy because we have just so much fun. We're always laughing, dancing, you know, in our seats. And yeah, probably not what they're used to seeing, but we have so much fun and, you know, we really don't care. We just love having a great time with each other, which we always do. So what'd you guys do over the weekend? I'm sure you were good and out Christmas shopping and doing what I should be doing. Okay, so I thought that this needed just a little bit of more depth on the outer corner. So I'm going in with a shade. It's called Smoke Show. And it was right next to the one shade I use. So I'm just deepening up this outer corner just a touch. Okay, so there was a little bit of fallout. So I'm just going to clean up this edge and the fallout. I'm going to tap that in. Those of us who watch Allie Glines knows that's what she does, and it does really help. It softens that edge. Okay, so that's where we're at now. This shimmer over here is just screaming my name, and it's called Bling to Life, and it's coming off a little bit more of a different shade on there. From here, it looks like a rose gold, so let's swatch that and see. Yeah, it's like a... Ooh, that might be different than what it looks like in the pan. This is almost like a bronzy shade. So I'm glad I swatched that. So I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to use, guys, I just love these names. It's called Eyes Wide Strut. So let's swatch that before I go into doing my lid. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. Note to self, always swatch my shimmers. And I've been trying to do so lately because there's been so many times that they fool me. Okay, so I am going to spray my brush just to get it a little wet to apply this shimmer. So yeah, these shimmers are very, very subtle. So if I didn't wet this, this would probably just be very, very subtle, but it could still be, you know, be very beautiful. You know, sometimes you just want a subtle shimmer. Okay, so I did cover up some of that, so I'm going to grab a little bit of that shade Matte Max and just go over it with that same brush, right over it, just to add a little bit more color, just to act like it's, you know, like a cut crease. So that looks super pretty. And then I am going to just take that brush again with that Matte Max, and I'm just going to rub it into that shimmer I put down, just so everything blends seamlessly. Okay, so I put the palette aside, and now I want to try this eyeliner here, and this is from Sephora. And the reason why I bought a lot of their stuff is I've just been hearing a lot of things over on TikTok that they don't get enough love. So I want to try this out, And this is their waterproof, and it's retractable. It's matte black. And so here is the liner in here. And there's also a sharpener and also a little smudger right here. It's hard to get to, but there is the smudger there. So let's give this a try. And I'm going to put that back just a little bit. And we're going to line this upper lid, and it goes on very easy. You got to be careful. Use a very light hand because you could really overdo it quickly. I can kind of tell that. So let's see how this smudger works. I think things work better without their lids on. Okay, so I am going to smudge this out, and I am going to place a little bit extra here on the outer corner. Okay, now the only thing with the smudger, you got to be careful because it looks like it is taking some of my shadow away. So I don't think for that outer corner, I think I'm going to use a brush, a more angled brush. I really like how that does smudge out very easy. It's a nice soft black. It's not too loud. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place some on the back of my hand, and I'll just keep that on my hand and see how waterproof it is in a little bit. Okay, so I really like this liner. I just did the other eye, and yes, I think that smudger would be great if you wanted to create a full dark lid space. You know, you could put the whole liner on, smudge that off, or it'd be really great for smudging underneath. But while I had shadows on, I think the best way to go is with like an angled brush. But yeah, it created a nice wing very easy. Here's the fun part, the part I have been so excited about. I'm going to test out Sephora's, and this is their best skin ever. So this is what's been, you know, going crazy over on TikTok, again, with the mature skin ladies. And yeah, there's 50 shades, you guys, on their website. So it's a heck of a time of picking the shade, and I'm getting a little nervous seeing it in the bottle. Shocking. I got mine in 20N. And what is great about this, it's supposed to have 12 hours of hydration. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has some algae extracts in there. So it's supposed to be really good with hydration. So I'm really not going to put any primer on today. I just have my skincare. And you guys, I can't explain how important it is to have, you know, your skin prepped properly before trying out foundations, because honestly, you know, you could have the best foundation in the world, and if your skin's not prepped properly, it's not going to look good. I just have tried too many to know that my skin has to be prepped just right. And what I've done today is apply all my skincare, of course, but prior to that, I did exfoliate, I did some shaving, so we should be good. And I guess this is a recyclable glass, a bottle, and it does have a pump dispenser. So let's test out this shade. Okay, here it is, you guys. Okay, this is going to be a close call. So I am going to use a primer, but the only one I'm going to use is my Maybelline Master Blur Stick. And you guys know how I feel about this. I do this with any complexion product because I have very, very large pores. And it does kind of blur your wrinkles too. So I just put it where I have very large pores, and make sure to rub it in really good. Okay, so that looks good. As you guys can see, it does blur, you know, those wrinkles up here pretty good. Okay, so let's go in and test this 20N shade. Oh boy, it looks a little yellow, and it's supposed to be neutral, not warm here, folks. So let's hope that it does blend out to something different. And I think I'm going to try one side with a brush and one side with a sponge. Let's just go in with the brush. It does spread out pretty easy. Okay, and I'm getting a light coverage off of that. But as you can see, I don't have a lot. So maybe I should add a little bit more. I'm always afraid to go in with too much and then it looks super cakey. So I'm going to try this side with a sponge. And the shade isn't too bad, actually. But I think either way is fine. I don't think either one gives more coverage. So, and I did apply a little extra there. Ooh, is it oxidizing? Oh boy. Oh well, you guys, you know how I am. I'll make it work. So I am going to add a little bit more and see if this is buildable. Now I know next time just to use a little bit more product when going in. But we will find out if it is buildable. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit more hydrating. It is, but it is a matte formula. So, and you know, I went in a couple times with that product, and I can't get it to go full coverage. But I like it, you know, this way anyway. I don't like it too full coverage. So this is probably the, you know, a good amount for me. But if you are one that wants a full coverage, I don't think this one will get there. Maybe if you keep building and building it up. But I will say it feels super lightweight on my skin. It looks pretty decent on my nose and through here. It is sitting slightly inside the pores. You know, it looks dry in those pores. Let's take a look. It looks pretty, but you know, I do have that pimple going on here that is still popping through. Same with that one here. So I can't get it to build up, and the more I keep pressing, it just keeps kind of like going away. So that is interesting. So as of right now, I just think it's okay. So it's not blow me out of the water, unfortunately. But it takes a lot for something to blow me out of the water. And it is sitting a little bit in my fine lines up here, which that is unusual. So we will wait and see on this. We'll just keep applying the other makeup, see the longer if it sits, if I like it, you know, any better. Okay, and I've been really loving this Ordinary, you guys, concealer. And of course, I have the two wrong shades, but when I mix them together, they're like my little perfect shade. And I'm going to apply it with my brush here, and this is the Rose and Bend brush that the kids purchased for me. And because, you know, there is no applicator, I'm just going to apply that with this brush. And with this product, I would do one eye at a time because it does dry down rather quickly. So look at the difference, you guys. Yeah, quite the difference. It does have great coverage, but it's, you know, it is on the border of being too dry. So, you know, thank goodness it is so affordable to see if it would work. Because lately I've just been using a lot of moisturizer under my eyes, so maybe that's why it's working okay for me. And honestly, you do not have to set this at all. Okay, and then for powder, I'm going to use my number 7, and I got mine in the shade Light. And I love just applying that on my T-zone with the puff. So just so you know too, I am going to be 51 in January, and I have dry skin, but it gets super oily through the T-zone. Okay, so it is just slightly tacky, not too bad. So I think I'm going to go around just the perimeter of my face with my kimchi. I haven't brought this out in a long time. This is a wonderful powder. I'm just going to use my Anissa brush. Oh my goodness. Forgot how powdery that is. And I'm just going to go, like I said, around the perimeter of my face. Just get that tackiness feeling. I just do not like that tackiness feeling. Okay, you guys, let's test this right now. So I do have a little bit of water here in the glass that I am drinking from. So I'm just going to put it on a Q-tip and see if it comes off. Is it moving? It is a little bit, yeah. I mean, but you really got, and that's with a Q-tip. So let's try with my finger. See if it does. Yeah, it does smudge a little bit, doesn't it, you guys? So I don't know how waterproof that is. So, and I let it sit there for quite some time. So, and it did come off pretty good with a wipe. So we'll see how good it stays on my eye. For bronzer, I'm going to use this. I forgot I have it and how much I love it. It's through Believe Beauty. You get it at Dollar General, you guys. But it's so beautiful. It has like all these marble effects, and there's just a little bit of like glow in here. So yeah, I wanted to bring that out today because I figured that this is going to be a matte foundation, so I wanted something just with a little bit of glow. And trying just to look straightforward when putting on any kind of contour or bronzer, and as you can see, how much it did thin out the side of the face. So if you're looking straight ahead, you can basically see where it needs to go. And I'm going to put a little bit under my double chin and just a little bit on the side of my nose. For blush, I think I'm going to use my Buxom, and it's in the shade Ibiza, I believe. So I think that would look really good with this look. So I'm just going to tap that off. And I put mine higher on my cheekbone just to, again, lift my face, make my cheeks seem a little slimmer. And I've been also putting a little bit in the shadow, and it just kind of smooths everything down. It makes everything kind of just all go together. And I'm just going to take my sponge and calm that down. Okay, Mr. Kimchi is making his debut again. I decided on his highlighter too. It is such a beautiful highlighter. And of course, I forgot my highlighter brush, so I'm just going to use my sponge. And I'm just going to kind of go into both shades here and put it right around here. Ooh, that is bright. I forgot how bright that is. So I'm just going to flip over the sponge and just calm that down with the other side. So, ooh, that is so pretty. And his highlighters are really nice. They're not super chunky. They're just bright. So if you like a bright highlighter, you will love these. I do want to calm this side down just a little bit, so you can just go over with your blush brush and just help calm that down. And that's because I forgot my highlighter brush. It's not the highlighter's fault at all. Okay, so it's super pretty though. Let's bring out the palette again, and I'm going to go into that first shade already. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back on Kimchi's website. I heard that he has now foundations, all sorts of stuff. As you can tell, I do love his products. Shade Matte Max. Just do a nice subtle line down there. And I did get a new setting spray, and it's through Rare Beauty. I have been seeing great reviews about this. Yeah, so this is her. I don't know if you guys know Selena Gomez. It's her line, and yeah, it comes. Ooh, look at that! That is so pretty. It's a glass bottle, and it's frosted, but yeah, it's super super nice. But yeah, it almost looks like I don't know if you guys can see it, but I wish you could. It's almost like there's a oil or something in there. I can't explain it, but it's super pretty. So let's give this a try, you guys. Okay, let's try that spritzer first. Oh, it's a nice spray. There is like a slight fragrance in it. Oh, by the way, this is fragrance free too. I didn't have any kind of scent coming from that. So let's spray the face. I am never shy with my setting sprays, so don't be shocked how much I have on. I just love setting sprays. I think they just make such a difference. So then I'm just going in with my sponge and just kind of soaking that into my skin. Okay, let's see what that setting spray did. Ooh, definitely adds a glow. Oh, I like that. That's super pretty. Now, I will say it's a lot more expensive than that. But again, I had a coupon and it was 20% off. So that's why I did purchase it, because I've been dying to try that. This foundation, I don't know right now. I don't know about this foundation at all. Yeah, I'm not too impressed by it. Darn it, I was so excited to try that because I had heard such great reviews. It's possible it's not mixing with this, and that is could be a major deal breaker for me because I do have such big pores. So, but yeah, as I looked into that mirror, like this side right here with the pores, does not look good. My chin does not look good at all. My nose doesn't look bad. And I do have the primer on there. So, you guys, I don't know. I don't know. I could be really, really picky right now. Oh, yeah. It's even settling in a line here that nothing ever has before. I didn't even know I had it. Um, we'll just continue on, you guys. Let's just continue on. I also did get a lip liner through them, Sephora. And this side, it does have a sharpener. The shade is Creme de Creme. And here is the pencil here. Okay, so let's see how this works. And this is the gel liner. It goes on super, super smooth. This is a very, very nice liner. Hopefully it stays on really well. It just seems super, super creamy. And hopefully the shade will be okay with this look. And I'm going to use my L'Oreal 800 here. I think that would go really well. Yeah, that goes well together. It looks really pretty. Okay, and then for mascara, I'm going to use my Maybelline Sky High. And again, I forgot my lash curler, you guys. I am just forgetting that every time I come down here. I need to buy a different one and just put it down here and keep it here. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. I really love how this eye look turned out. I love this palette. It's super just soft. So if you like, soft looks, this is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can, ump it up a little bit. Just a very girly, nice palette. So I really do like that. I love the shimmer in there. Yeah, super, super pretty. And again, it was super easy to work with. Okay, this foundation, you guys, what a bummer. I think I set my, expectations on it too high, but let me take a really close look at it. I just don't know. It seems like where I didn't go back and try to build up looks a lot better than where I did try to build up. Like right here looks really, I don't know, definitely not full coverage or even medium. I'm seeing it's almost like it just keeps fading and fading or soaking in my skin or something. But yeah, it's just the most bizarre thing. The forehead, it's going into that fine line up there. So maybe just for my skin, this doesn't work, you guys. And, usually if someone, raves about it over on TikTok, it usually kind of works for me. This one's just not working right now. I mean, if it's already creeping in that fine line, um, God knows what's going to happen by the end of the day. You guys, but I'm not going to give up on it yet. I always go back in 2 or 3 more times. So I'm going to continue using it, of course. I mean, it could be I'm having a bad skin day. I have neglected my skin pretty bad for the past 2 days because, like I said, I went out on that Saturday night and I was really bad and slept in my makeup. And yeah, it's bad, you guys. So that could be a huge part. I think I'm going to like this a lot. I'm going to continue using that as well. And I will hopefully come back in a little bit, you guys. And at the end of the day, wear it for a few hours and see what it looks like then. A lot of foundations on me, they can look better the longer they're on my face. So we will definitely keep an eye out on that. And I'll do a check-in with the natural lighting up there. Maybe it looks better under natural lighting than these, high lights. So yeah, we'll just take a look at all that. And I love the lip liner that is super, super smooth. I like the eyeliner so far. We'll see how long that lasts on the eyes. So far, so good. And I did have a little bit of watering, and I, did the wiping, and it still seems to, be there. So that is all good. All right, you guys, we'll do a few check-ins, and I'll be back later. Okay, you guys, this is a natural lighting. Um, yeah, I can't tell. Like from here, it looks really good. I think it looks really pretty. But as you can see, you still see some imperfections coming out here, which is not a huge deal breaker. The only thing I'm really concerned about is it going into my fine lines here. It was kind of like in the pores over there, but downstairs. Here is even different lighting. Yeah, see how you can see the imperfections there, which isn't a huge deal breaker. I don't know if you can see that it's going in my fine lines over there. But yeah, that's the eye look. I absolutely love that. And so, yeah, I mean, from here, it looks really, really good. Let me try to get in super close so you guys can see maybe what I'm talking about here. Yeah, it just looks kind of wonky there. That's the only place. So again, it could be that master blur stick, which would be devastating. I don't know about being able to use a foundation without that. So yeah, this is the natural lighting. So from here, it looks really good. Again, I use a 10 times mirror, which is probably the worst thing on earth to use, while you're using makeup. But it really tells a story, you guys. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, and I'll check back in a few hours. Okay, you guys, it's around 10:30 at night. I forgot to show the time earlier, but I finished around 2:30, so it's been on about 8 hours. And I will say I took a quick look, put on some lipstick, but I never do my touch-ups. If you are new to my channel, I don't do any touch-ups. I don't blot, nothing. So what it is what it is. And I will say, I like it better now than earlier. And I told you that could happen. It's bizarre. This never got worse, that line up there, but I do have some separation right here. But I do wear glasses, and sometimes that does happen. But not bad. It just kind of went into one of my lines there. And the only thing I'm going to say, it's like right through here. And again, that could be on my skin. It could be shedding. And that does happen because I use a lot of acids and stuff like that. So that could be the issue down here. So I'm not going to give up on this foundation at all. The only thing I can say about it is in some areas, I just feel like it's fading, like it's just going away. And I can't explain it. It's not wiping away. It just looks like it is disappeared, especially like even earlier where I showed you up in the natural lighting, right through here. So again, I'm not going to give up on this foundation. I do want to keep trying it out. I'm going to try it with a primer. Next time, maybe use it with like a gripping primer. See if that changes the situation. But I don't hate it. So that is good. And honestly, like when I saw up in a natural lighting, even right now, I think it looks pretty good. Like my skin looks really healthy, and I don't know if this has to contribute to that, which it probably most likely does. But here, I'm going to show you guys now that it's settled. Do you see like the separation? So I don't know what's in here that's causing that. So pretty interesting, just a little bit of trivia there. So everything else I'm pretty happy with. I love the lip liner. It did stay on pretty good. I had dinner, of course. It did fade after that. And the eyeliner, it did fade, but it's still on. Again, I do always get some watery eyes, so I tend to wipe it. So I'm happy with the eyeliner. I'm not mad at that at all. I didn't put it under, here, so I don't know how it would last if I put it under my eyes. But yeah, I'll test that one day too. But other than that, so I'm actually quite happy with the purchases I made. I love the palette the kids got me. That's super pretty. I love the shimmers in there. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, if you can please give me that thumbs up. I truly love and appreciate it. I love you guys so much. And until next time.